Hi, this is Anton from Buildmart Windows and Doors. Today we're replacing windows in a pretty new house. Well, it's built in 2017, but it seems very new for window replacement. The reason why we're here today is because the client was getting a lot of fog or condensation on the window panes, which led to a lot of moisture damage, mostly on the upper level windows. When we took the windows out, it was very clear why the windows were cold and why condensation was building up. You can still see the spray foam insulation that was added to the window, but as you can see, it can be as low as 1 inch, missing in some places, and even as low as 1/4 of an inch. That was the thickness of the spray foam bead. This whole area where the window is actually sitting is not insulated at all, and you can see the 2x6 is clean. There's no insulation whatsoever. At the top of the window, you can see the same pattern, just a little bit, just a mark from foam insulation up at the inner edge of the framing, and there's no insulation on this side of the framing, where the window actually sits and needs to be insulated. The consequences of this is mostly pronounced on higher levels of the house, and as you can see, the darkening surface, that's essentially mildew. What happens is warm house air enters this cavity between the window frame and house framing in winter, usually in winter months, because the temperature difference between the inside of the house and outside of the house is highest. And when the moisture-laden air enters this cavity, the moisture condenses on the metal surface, which is a drip cap in this case. And you can see the mildew building up here. Nails that hold the framing together, you can see they are starting to get rusty. That's again the coldest area, so condensation starts to build up here. And any area that's close to the corner, you can actually see the stain from moisture building up in this area as well. Sheathing on this window is already starting to get starting to rot essentially, and as you can see, it's dark. That's organic growth, and it's very soft. So in a few more years, this sheathing would have started rotting if new windows were not installed with proper insulation. If we look down here, the moisture gets moves down with gravity, and you can see there's another very dark spot here at the bottom. You can see the stain, and you can see the rotting sheathing. Window right next to it actually had zero insulation on one of the sides, and you can also see moisture staining, rusty nails, and pretty much all the same patterns that we saw on the previous opening. Proper window installation and actually the building code requirements ask for a minimum of 3 inches of continuous insulation in any of the door or window openings. This is something that should have been provided during the construction of this house, and this is something that we will do when installing new windows in this room. In fact, we will fill up this whole cavity, which is 5.5 inches. We'll fill it up completely with spray foam insulation. This will prevent any air to pass through this opening, and essentially will stop any potential for condensation to build up on the framing. The added insulation will also increase the energy efficiency of the opening, and will make the room warmer, and will prevent condensation from building up on the window pane. This is Anton with Buildmart Windows and Doors. As always, if you have any questions regarding windows and doors, or you're looking for a professional window and door installation, please contact Buildmart Windows and Doors.